Today, I'm going to show you how to add a blog to your FreshLearn site. I'm Harriet from Drop-In Blog. Let's get into it. Once logged into FreshLearn, on the menu to the left here, expand Website, then click on Pages. Click on Add New Page here, and your FreshLearn web builder will open up in a new tab. You'll want to start with an empty page. So up top, click on Blank Page. And again, since we want to start with a blank page, let's click on the trash icon here to delete this banner section. And in the pop-up, we'll click Delete. We'll leave the header element here for easier site navigation. Now, click on Add Block here with the plus icon. And in the Add Blocks window that appears, click on Custom Code. Then select the custom code element here. Here is where you add your blog codes that you'll have to get from your Drop-In Blog account. In your Drop-In Blog account's code and layout page, expand View Setup Instructions here to the right. Then first, copy the code under Blog Script by clicking on this Copy button. Once copied, go back to your FreshLearn Page Editor tab, click on Body Script, and paste your code here. Then go back to your Drop-In Blog account's code and layout page. This time under Blog Container, copy the code by clicking on this Copy button. Once copied, go back to your FreshLearn Page Editor tab, click on HTML code, delete all this, and paste your code here. Click on the Save button here on the bottom. Now let's click on Settings here. Under Page Name, name your page. We'll type in blog to be straightforward, and we'll use that for the title as well. You can also customize your blog URL slug here. The blog slug is reserved for FreshLearn's native blog, so use something like My Blog, Stories, and anything else that describes your blog. We'll type in Our Blog, then click on Save here to save your changes. Close this window. And to view your live blog, click on the Share URL link icon here. This window will pop up and you'll see your blog URL here. Click on the Copy icon to copy your blog URL, and let's connect your blog to Drop-In Blog. In your Drop-In Blog account settings page, under Blog URL, paste in your blog URL that you just copied. Then click on Save Settings here. Great! Now let's go back to our FreshLearn dashboard, and let's add a link to your blog in your navigation menu. On the menu to the left here, expand Website and click on Navigation. Under the Header section, click on Add Link. And in the Add Page Link pop-up window, customize your link text. We'll use blog. Under Link Type, we'll select FreshLearn Page. Under Page, click on the drop-down and choose your newly created blog page. Once you're satisfied with your changes, simply click on the Save button here at the bottom of the window. And that's your blog link added to your navigation menu. You can then proceed to view your live blog by switching to the Pages tab here under Website on the menu to the left. And to the right of your blog, click on the Open in New tab icon here. Your blog will be opened in a new tab. Once it all loads, you'll see your blog link here in the navigation menu. We'll click on this one for example. Scrolling through, you'll see that everything is working as it should. Now that you've added a blog to your FreshLearn site, the ideal next step is to start creating content for your blog through your Drop-In Blog account. This is where you'll be creating all of your content. You won't have to publish anything twice, as all of the content created in Drop-In Blog will automatically sync with your FreshLearn site. If you need help with blog post ideas, you can use Drop-In Blog's Blog Pilot. Blog Pilot is Drop-In Blog's built-in AI-powered content planning tool that scans your site and helps you discover blog topics and generate outlines for your blog based on your niche so you can start writing faster. Simply put, using Blog Pilot, you can explore topics, choose a topic group, choose the topic from that group, and generate post ideas that you can choose to generate an outline from so it's easier and faster for you to start writing your blog posts. Alternatively, back to the blog posts page, if you already have an idea of what your blog post is going to be about, you can go ahead and click on this Add Blog Post button here. And this will take you to your blog post editor, which is where you can add your content. Here, we'll show you how to create a post. The first thing you want to do is add a post title. We'll type in dog training. And this here is the content area where you can create and add your post content. There are two ways you can add your content. You can either type in your content here directly, or you can copy content you've already created on Google Docs or other word processors. Then simply paste it here into the post editor's content area. We have already prepared content here on Google Docs that we'll copy. Then paste into our Drop in Blog editor's content area. And as you can see, how the content is formatted in the Google Doc has been transferred to the blog content here. This is possible with Drop-in Blog's copy and paste from anywhere functionality that lets our users create content elsewhere and paste their content into the Drop-in Blog's post editor's content area here. This applies to images as well, which is very convenient as you won't have to go through the process of uploading your images. You can simply copy, then paste them in here. Let's expand our top bar here. Now with the top bar here, you can use the following formatting options to organize and make your content visually appealing. You can add different headings, block quotes, CTA buttons, images, videos, as well as tables, and bulleted lists, among other elements that can help you customize your post to your preference. And taking a look at the right side of the editor, you also have the option to show a table of contents in your post. Simply click on the toggle next to Show Table of Contents, and you'll see a table of contents added to your post. And if you want, you can drag and drop the table of contents to where you want it to appear. Your table of contents is going to be based off the headings that you have in your post. You can also add FAQs, a featured image, select an author, assign a category, add related posts that will be shown below the post content, and from here, you can also customize your blog post slug. Before you publish your post, it's ideal that you optimize your content for search engines and prepare your content for AI-based searches. With Drop-in Blog, you have two tools at your disposal: our SEO Analyzer and the Mention Boost feature. Let's start with the SEO Analyzer, which you can jump to by clicking on SEO Analyzer here. The SEO Analysis tool is a live SEO scoring tool that lets you add a target keyword or phrase, then offer suggestions to help you optimize your content to improve its SEO friendliness. We'll start by adding a primary keyword here. We'll type in dog. And in this section, you'll see a search engine preview along with the options to add an SEO page title and an SEO meta description. And below, you'll see your SEO Analyzer score change as you fill out these fields. Here under Content Score is where you'll see suggestions on how to improve your blog post's visibility and search engine results. You'll notice these colored boxes next to the suggestions. Once a suggestion has successfully been implemented, these boxes will turn green, while with red or sometimes yellow boxes, these are highlighting the areas in your blog post that need to be improved further. The tool tracks keyword density, links, text length, among other elements. And ideally, you want to meet these suggestions and want these boxes to be green. Scrolling back up a little, let's look at Mention Boost here. This tool helps you prepare your content for AI-based searches. It gives you suggestions on how to format and structure your content in a way that is easy for AI tools like ChatGPT and Google's AI Overview to understand. Some of the suggestions here are to add a table of contents, FAQs, lists, tables, among other suggestions that help for better AI discoverability. With that, we can now go ahead and publish our post. Scrolling back up, to the right here, under Status, make sure you select Publish. Then click on Save Post here. Once saved, you can click on View Post here, and your blog post will appear in a new tab like so. Now we'll talk a bit about Smart Snippets. You can find the Smart Snippets feature on its dedicated page within your Drop-in Blog account. Simply click on Smart Snippets here on the menu to the left, and you'll be taken to its dedicated page. A smart snippet can be anything from a simple paragraph, an image, a table, to a newsletter sign-up form. Using the Smart Snippets feature is a great and convenient way to add different types of pieces of content to your blog posts. You can also choose which posts and where in those posts your Smart Snippets will appear. We'll now show you how to create a Smart Snippet. Click on the Add Your First Snippet button here. And now in the Snippet Editor, switch to Editor View. We'll be creating a banner that is linked to the checkout page of one of our Fresh Learn courses. We'll click on the image icon here in the top bar. And in the File Manager, upload the image we want to add. There it is. We'll hover over the image and click on Insert. Great. Now to link this image to the checkout page of one of our Fresh Learn courses, we'll get its URL. Then back here in the Smart Snippets Editor, click on our image. Then in the pop-up menu here, click on this chain icon to insert a link. In the small pop-up under URL, we'll paste our checkout page URL that we copied. Then click on the Insert button here. Next, on the right-hand side of the page, we'll name our snippet Online Course, then toggle the switch to make the snippet active. And under Snippet Location, we'll select Targeting from the drop-down. Under Targeting Position, we'll make sure After is selected. Under Target Element, we'll make sure Content is selected. And under Posts to Target, we'll select All Posts from the drop-down. Then we'll go ahead and click on Create Snippet here on the bottom right. Now, if we go back to our live blog post and refresh the page, when we scroll down, the Smart Snippet that we just created will appear where it should be after our post content, and it will be the same for all of our posts, as we opted for the Smart Snippet to appear in all posts. And when our users click on the banner, they will be taken to the checkout page of our Fresh Learn course. You might have noticed this audio player at the top of the post here. This is DropInBlog's text-to-speech feature, Blog Voice AI, that turns your written content into audio, which is a great way to increase engagement on your blog. You can go to the settings page of your account, scroll down to the engagement features section, and you'll see Blog Voice AI. This feature is enabled by default, and if it is off, simply toggle the switch here to enable it. Here you can customize the sound of your blog by selecting a language and one of the voice options we have, which you can filter on the left here. You can preview a voice option by simply clicking on the play button right next to the voice's name. You can also add custom demo text here if you want to hear something specific. Once you're happy with your customizations, just click on the Save Settings button here. And now you're able to offer your written content in an audio format. DropInBlog automatically inherits your Fresh Learn site's design. You don't have to worry about your blog page looking out of place, as DropInBlog seamlessly blends your blog page in with the rest of your site. If you want to style your blog further, you can click on Code and Layout on the menu here to the left to go to the Code and Layout page of your DropInBlog account. And under Design Customizations, you'll be able to customize, for example, your link color, your primary font size, your primary font family, among other customization options. And if you would like to make more advanced changes to your blog's design, at the bottom, when you expand Advanced Options, we also have a custom CSS section below where you can add your own custom CSS. With DropInBlog, you can create content with your team, as DropInBlog supports user roles, allowing you to invite and add your team members to your DropInBlog account. To go to the Users page, on the menu to the left here, click on Users. From here, it's very easy to add a new user. Click on the Invite User button here. Then in this page, add the email address of the user you want to invite. After that, assign them a role by selecting one of the default roles, either admin, editor, or writer, which have preset permissions. If these set roles don't match your preferences, you can choose to create a custom role here, where you can manually select which aspects of your account the invited user will have access to. On our menu here to the left, you'll also see DropInBlog's Import-Export tool. Let's click on it to go to its dedicated page. Here, you can export your content and create a backup of all of your posts. And if your blog is hosted elsewhere and you want to import your content, you can use Drop-in-Blog's import tools. And lastly, if you decide to move away from FreshLearn and create your site on another platform, Drop-in-Blog is platform agnostic and works seamlessly with almost any platform. In our integrations page, if you click here on See Integration Guides, you'll find our integration guides for website builders, online course builders, all-in-one platforms, e-commerce platforms, and other platforms that Drop-in-Blog integrates with. And that's how you add a blog to your FreshLearn site. Happy blogging!